And if anybody jumps on late, that's fine too. So thank you all for taking time to get on tonight. I know that it's difficult. Andrea's on.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm switching. I want to try to put it on my iPad so I don't have to hold this phone.
I know it's difficult sometimes to squeeze in that time in your day, but I'm going to try to make this as beneficial as possible and answer as many questions as possible for you guys as well. So let's see. I know that, do you want to be called Patricia or Patty?
Pat.
Okay.
Just call me Pat. That's fine.
I see Patty up there, like, logged in. So
I know. Yeah, anything is fine.
Hey, you and the glasses. How about that?
Yeah.
Here's got glasses on too. All right. So, Pat, I know you asked about how I do like Shakeology samples, or maybe you're referring to the 21-day fix special that I offered. Is that?
Yeah. Any of those special. Yeah. I feel like I'm behind in the training, so I'm trying to play catch up. But I just want to make sure that if I offer something, I'm doing it correctly.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff, like you'll notice when I make posts, I don't ever put price out or the website, and I don't really ever say like Beachbody. I typically also don't just use the promotional pictures that Beachbody gives you or that they post. I try to make it a little bit more creative, and sorry, I'm echoing, so I'm just going to mute everybody. And I just try to make it more creative and less spam-like. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Miriam. It's everywhere, and people are constantly, putting it in the news feed, and it's always a picture of their product or two people's faces. So my goal is that I don't want to be that person. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because it does work for some people, but I want to come from a more genuine place. So typically what I do is I do something that alludes to a question where people have to ask. And then when they ask under my post, I then say, I tag their name in the post, and then I say, I'm going to message you. So to refer to the post that I made about the 21-day fix, a couple of you messaged me about it and were inquiring, how I was going to do it. So Shakeology is normally about roughly like $130 a month. So the 21-day fix was on special for $140 this month. So the way that I worded it was, I will gift you the 21-day fix when you purchase Shakeology. Again, I never said in the post, when you buy Shakeology for $130, blah, blah, blah. I just worded it that way. So they had to inquire to me. So then a lot of people wrote underneath, and everybody who either wrote underneath or liked the picture, I followed up with them with a simple message. Just like, hey, I saw that you liked my post, or you wanted more information, etc. And then what I told them was, when you purchase Shakeology is, this amount of money per month. You're going to get my challenge group, myself, a free clean eating meal plan, et cetera, and I'm going to gift you the program. And then they say, well, how is that going to work? And I said, well, you're going to purchase the challenge pack, and I'm going to pay for the difference. And how I pay for the difference is I PayPal them the money. So you are allowed to do this as long as it's never over the price of the challenge pack, or it's more than 50% of the price. I would never myself pay more than $10 or $20 back to somebody on a challenge pack, because really I believe in the product so much that what they're getting is so much more than what they're paying. When they really start to see the value in what you're doing, then they understand, and you can break it down to pennies for some people. Like I broke it down to like 71 cents a day or something for a girl when she bought a program in Shakeology, you know, breaking it down to where she's not paying a gym membership, etc. So that, long story short, Patty, is kind of how I do a deal like that. I don't do them very often. This is the
Okay.
very first time that I've ever done it. And it was a little bit because I was having a hard time this month finding people to want to invest in products. And I also had a couple of people who I knew wanted to try Shakeology and they needed a new program, but they weren't quite biting. So
Mhm.
I offered this to them, in a private message before I put it publicly. So,
Okay.
I was saying, I'm offering this to you first, and I never offer it to somebody who doesn't need it. So,
Okay.
like, I'm not going to take my least out of shape person and offer them P90X3 just because I need to make 2 Success Club points. That's just not coming from a genuine place, and it's not facilitating to them what they need. So a lot of the people that I did for the 21-day fix are all my people that struggle with portions.
Okay.
They're your extreme calorie counters or your Weight Watcher point people. And I'm just trying to get them to like learn how to feed themselves. So that's, kind of what I do with like the specials. As far as the Shakeology samples or trials, I try to not call them samples because people typically think that samples are free.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So if you say, like, I think a couple of you might have seen me say the other day, I'm making another order again for Shakeology. Actually, I think I said something like, I get asked a lot of the times, what is Shakeology? So I'm getting ready to make an order. Is there anybody interested? And I had a lot of people, message me about it or comment below. And what I do is I, tell them that it's either a 5-day or a 7-day trial, and it's either
Okay.
$26 or $36. And the reason why I upped it $1 is because PayPal like takes $1 away or charges a fee.
Oh,
So to make me break even, I upped it $1, which nobody's complained about. Um, and then I have them PayPal me that money. So I send an invoice to them through PayPal, and I have them PayPal me the money, and then I make the order. I never
okay.
make the order until I get at least half of the money,
Okay.
because some people are just flaky and they don't end up paying, or whatever. And I don't want to be that hounding salesperson that's like, hey, I sent you the invoice, you're not paying, what's up
Mm.
with that? So I always wait. I also, in my almost year of being a coach now, I don't get the Shakeology bag anymore. I get the packets, so I always have at least 1 or 2 samples, because
Yeah.
people are asking me, constantly, what is it? Do you have any? And so I try to always have at least something on hand. I mean, there's some people that are close to me that I don't have a problem with scooping it into a Ziploc and handing it to them. But, you're not going to do that for somebody that,
No.
you don't know very well.
Right.
So that's how I do those trials. Uh, is that kind of what you were looking?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Thank you. I just wanted to be clear about that because I didn't feel confident offering it at that time. And I thought now, yeah, I do feel better now.
Okay, good.
I'm going to stock up on packets so that I can do that for some people.
Are you running a challenge group right now?
Yeah, Julia and I are running one, and then we're also in Clean Lean with Amy.
Okay.
And so, yeah, so we're having a blast, and I want to also start another one again soon. I have to talk to those guys about that, but yeah.
Awesome. What I would do is I would offer it to your challenge group first. If there aren't a lot of people on it, just post in your group. Um, hey, I know you all see me drinking Shakeology a lot. I'm getting ready to make a new order for, trials. Would anybody like to get in on it? And you'll get people that say stuff and you'll get people that don't. So that's just kind of another little way that I will throw that out there.
Okay.
Let's see. Or
Good.
even
Thank you.
you run a clean eating challenge, you can offer, 7 days of Shakeology or 5 days or whatever for your clean eating challenge as well.
Okay, good. Oh, good. Cool.
Let's see. Okay, we did offering samples. Okay, Andrea asked what the 3 top things that I do as a coach, or that like some top coaches do. This is going to sound so basic, and I bet you all are tired of hearing me say it, but I literally every day, maybe not on Saturday because I'm usually tailgating, but every day I do the 3 vital behaviors. I invite people to my challenge group. I invite people to join my network. I invite people to, I present the business in front of people. I do my personal development, whether it be, I know you all see me post Eric Thomas all the time, and I said that today, but like I will watch that. That will get my mind right. I'll get ready for the day. That's personal development. I'll get on calls. I'm on any and every call that I can possibly get my hands on. And if I can't get on, I listen to them. And when I listen to them, it's in the car, it's while I'm running, it's when I'm working out, it's when I'm washing the dishes, it's when I'm doing laundry. I mean, I'm not like sitting there at my desk, all day doing this stuff. I am multitasking because if I didn't, it would never get done. And my house would be in more of a wreck than it's in. So I do all those things every day. And I know that it probably just seems like, oh, and I post, on Facebook 2 to 3 times a day. And it's not all about fitness. If you all look at my profile page, it's about my kids. It's about something that I've read. It's about, I'm asking a question about something. When I post about a challenge group, I'm only posting about it twice in a month. So it's not like I'm posting it every other day. I'm also genuine about what I do. People know that I love cycling. So if I go on a big ride, I'm going to post about that. It's never just like, oh my gosh, I just did, 2.5 and it was amazing and it's the best workout ever and, blah, blah, blah. It's it's about what I'm doing. And those posts are okay every once in a while, but if you start to post, stuff like that every day, if you start to use your personal Facebook page like your challenge group, you're going to turn people off. And you're going to get people that are like I don't want to listen to her anymore. So my suggestion in that, aspect is, what kind of people do you want to attract into your life? And think about what kind of people they want attracted into theirs. I hate to go back to it again, but the Miriam people, that's all they post about. That's all I know about them is that they're selling Miriam, or, even some of the Rodan and Fields reps. It's like before and after pictures every day, constantly. Get creative. Don't just use a before and after picture when you are posting about your challenge group. I know a lot of you probably saw the flipogram that I made the other day, but I got a lot of activity on it because it was different and people watched it and they weren't like, oh, here Erica goes again talking about, do you need accountability? Do you want to be in this? It's get creative. Don't just be doing what everybody else is doing. Find something that works for you and that makes you unique. Sorry, I kind of got off on like a tough love tangent with that, but I just think sometimes, like, as new coaches, you get so excited and you want to just post about all these amazing products because they are amazing. And who doesn't want to talk about it all the time? But people on Facebook don't want that. They want to invest in you and they want you on their side. Yes, the product's awesome and it's going to get them the results, but they want the relationship with you. And so, inviting them into your life to see what you're doing and get excited about what you're doing and get motivated by what you're doing and you're posting, like that's what you need to be posting on Facebook. So it needs to be 80% about you and 20%, fitness related. Just like you're eating, 80% clean, 20% so not. Like same thing with, posting on Facebook. Let's see. So I do want you all to think every day, are you posting at least 2 times a day on Facebook? Once in the morning and once in the afternoon. If you can post 3 times in a day, awesome. If you can't, at least try to do it twice. This gets people in your news feed. So when you do make posts about the business, they see it. If you're just posting once every 3 days or once a week, nobody's going to see anything. And that's why you're going to have crickets with your business. I want to, give a shout out to Kara because I loved I hate ironing. I would much rather steam. I was like, yes, I love that. Like, it's causing a question and it's getting people excited, but it's also letting people see your personality through a post, like it was very clever and I loved it. And it seemed so silly and simple, but it was great. Tonight, I literally asked people, should I get black or gray Converse? I mean, you saw how many opinions I was getting about that. It seemed silly, but all those people are now they're going to see my stuff in their newsfeed. And I'm going to be, rolling up in there and motivating them. That's why we do the things that we do. I think I kind of just rambled on about everything that you all possibly asked, except for I didn't really go over like scheduling and stuff. I know that Ashley kind of asked about like time management and scheduling and how I do that. But I think that's going to be different for everybody. And typically, and I know that some of you have already heard me talk about this, but every morning when I wake up, the first thing I do is I listen to something. And then I make my morning post in my challenge group. I come into our coaching group and make a post. Once you start signing up coaches, it would be great to have your own coach group. And you want to treat that coach group like your challenge group, because your coaches are going to see what you're doing every day and they're going to mimic that and do that as well. So that's kind of what I like to do with you all. Like, this is what I'm doing. I'm not just posting it to post it. I'm literally doing that stuff every day. And sometimes, like today, I had a little bit more time to do business related stuff. So you'll see a little bit more posting from me. So I do that every morning. And then, I go about my day. I unplug. I'm not on my phone all day because I'm with my kids and I'm at home. And that's my first priority. And then at lunchtime, I check back into all my groups and I make a post into my challenge group and, any other groups that I need to. And then again, I turn the phone off. And then because this works for me, I usually work out in the afternoon if I have time while the kids are sleeping. And then again, I unplug and then I go about my day. And then at night, after everybody is asleep, is when I do a lot of work. And it's one of those things that, like, going back to the Eric Thomas thing, it's like, I want this so bad that I will sacrifice a little bit of sleep. I want to help all these people so badly that, I will give up 45 minutes of sleep just to get 4 more messages punched out or to get a little bit more personal development done. And I'm not asking for you all to do that either. I'm just sharing, what I do as a coach. And this is your business, and you do as much or as little as you want. And I hope that, you get that from me, that I'm never trying to push you all towards, goals that are mine. They are mine and not yours. I'm just here to really help you all and guide you all as far as you guys want to go and let you know that it is possible. So I'm going to open everybody up and unmute you all, and, feel free to jump in with a question. And yeah. Everybody always gets so quiet.
Erica.
Yeah.
It's Brian.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
I was just asking, I'm getting ready to start a 30-day Shakeology challenge for myself. I think you've read it. You saw me post about it, about shaking it up.
Yeah.
And wanted to offer to see if any other coach wanted to join me and add some of their people in it.
Okay.
So if any of you all are interested, just PM me and we can get a group going, and then we can add our people.
I would love for you to take that and post that into our coach group, into E&E, and post it in there and have people, sign up on there. Feel free to.
Okay.
You can even make a file if you want in the file section to have people sign up in there. Totally cool with doing that. That's a great idea. Andrea, you're starting a clean eating challenge this week.
Yeah, like next Monday, as long as everything comes in on time.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. So we'll start just the Shakeology clean eating 7-day challenge.
Okay.
And hopefully that leads into next month's accountability.
Yeah, would you care if anybody jumps in on that?
No, that's fine. Do you want me to put it in into your site?
Yeah, that would be awesome. So if anybody has anyone that, if you want to promote it tomorrow night or private message a bunch of people or whatever, just go for that. Like, that would be a good follow-up. Hey, I know that you're not quite ready to join my challenge group or my accountability group quite yet, but I would love for you to see what this clean eating is all about. So why don't you jump into this 7-day clean eating challenge? It's just a real simple way to get people into something and get them seeing how this makes them feel. It makes you feel better when you start to eat processed food. Love that, guys. Love all those things going on. Has everybody signed up for the classic?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No.
Bryn, no?
No.
Kara, have you?
No.
Okay, you all are paired. Sign up.
Okay.
We can deal.
Perfect. This is just a great way to work towards something and be a team. We are a team. We're all here to help each other move each other forward. And this classic is just supposed to be designed to be fun. And if you look at the prizes, they're pretty cool. I really want that baseball tee that, says the Beachbody thing. Now, I'm not just going to, shove challenge packs at people just to get the t-shirt. I really have always looked at it as, who can I help? Who can I help with this nutrition in a program? And I think Brandy said it tonight, and she's always said it since I started. Never look at them as a number or a success club point. People are there. You are there to help them. So help them. Don't say it's this much money and here's my link and when are you going to order and verbal vomit at them. Help them. Be a coach. Don't be a sleazy salesperson. Anybody else have any questions about or cool things going on, or anyone? Okay. Well, I'm going to post that recording from tonight. So if you didn't get to listen to it, when I get it, I will post it in our group. And what I want you all to do is listen to it. And you are going to write down the 13 tips that Meg gives you and screenshot it to me in a private message. And the first person to do that is going to win something. I don't know what it is, but it's a really cool tote bag that I need to get to. All right, because those 13 tips are awesome, and if you can implement them into your business, you will have success. And I know that you get tired of us saying that all you have to do are these things, but literally all you got to do are these things. That if you're not doing them, then you're not moving forward. So, and you can't just do them every couple days or once a week. Like, it's got to happen more than that. So thank you all so much for jumping in. And as always, if you have any extra questions or anything, feel free to either private message me or just post them in the group, because if you have a question, somebody else may be thinking the exact same thing. So thank you all.
Bye.